go, students. Can I get your attention really quick, please, before we start for some important instructions before we begin the ceremony? Glad to see you all here looking lovely and handsome. If you'll please pay attention. So, for those of you guys who ordered your name tags, you should have had them in your seat. Please make sure that you have them on your left-hand side, okay? So your name tag should be on your left-hand side. For those of you who may not have easy to pronounce names, if you would make sure that your name tag is printed phonetically on the card. And when you come up, if you would please look at Miss Nelson so that she can verify the pronunciation of your name, okay? So some of you may have done it already, but again, if you'll just stop when your name is called, when you hand her your name tag, just look at her. If she needs your pronunciation again, she'll ask you to pronounce your name, okay? Your rows will be called one row at a time to come forward to the stage. When your row is called, all students on that row, please stand and come forward. There should only be one row rising and moving at a time. We'll try to assist you and direct you. So look for the individuals. It should be me and Anna. There's another one. Oh, Anna's right. It's right here already. So we'll let you know when it's time to rise. Okay? As I mentioned previously, hand your name card to Miss Nelson and wait for your name to be read before walking across the stage. But as you hand your name card to her, she's going to look at you if she needs to verify the pronunciation of your name. Okay? Look for Mr. Davis when you come down the stairs, and I don't see him right now. Okay, he's in the back of the room, so he'll help you if you need assistance coming back down the stairs. And then Miss Sierra Pinkney will help you to make sure that you get back to the correct row, and she's over here next to Anna. Okay? Does anyone need special assistance? Okay. All right. So if you also will please make sure that all your cell phones are turned off. We will be live and we want to make sure there's no interruption. So please make sure that your cell phones are turned off. Other than that, thank you so much for your attention and congratulations.
Good evening. I'm trying to wait till 6 o'clock. Those who know me know I like to start on time. Good afternoon. I'm Jeanette Andrews. I'm the Dean of the College, and welcome to our May Stethoscope and Commitment Ceremony for rising junior students who've made it into our upper division here in the College of Nursing. This is our class of December 2024. It will be here before you know it. Also, I want to wish everyone a happy Nurses Week. We're delighted to have you here with us today, our students and guests here at the Alumni Center, and welcome family and friends viewing online. I will go ahead and say up front how disappointed we are that your scrubs didn't come in before the event. In the last 10 years, this happened to us twice, and so we are so disappointed that your scrubs aren't in for today, but they will be here soon. But we are so happy to give you your stethoscopes tonight. This is an exceptional time when we recognize our future nurse leaders as you prepare to enter the clinical arena in our local hospitals and healthcare settings as part of your preparation and training to become a registered nurse. We're glad to see our bright and talented students who officially made it here into upper division for the summer semester start. Audience, let's give our first round of applause to our students. Y'all can do better than that, but I'll give you a time later again. So I want to introduce our platform party. First, Ms. Melissa Taylor, the Vice President and Chief Nursing Officer at Lexington Medical Center. Dr. Victoria Davis, our BSN Program Director. Ms. Cheryl Nelson, our Assistant Dean for Student Affairs. Dr. Ann Scott, Associate Professor. And Mr. Derek Ferraro, Senior Student. To our students, we know you did not make it here alone. Your parents and families are incredibly significant in the lives of your success, not just to help pay the bills, but also to support you through your engagement with the university at large and to foster your professional development and overall well-being. I'll ask you to stand up, turn around, and face your loved ones here who came to support you, and let's give them a round of applause. Okay, thank you. You know, we've just gone through a couple of graduation ceremonies this weekend, and you'll be much more excited when you graduate in December of next year to thank them. Now I want to recognize our international and nationally recognized faculty here at the college. I am a little bit biased, but I do think they're the greatest faculty in the country. If all of our faculty members will please rise and let's stand and recognize them, please. Also like to recognize men and women who currently serve or who have previously served in our armed forces. Anyone in the audience, we applaud you in your service. Will our active duty and veterans in the audience please stand to be recognized? Thank you for your service. And it being Nurses Week, do we have any guests in the audience who are registered nurses? If you would, please stand up. We do, of course we do. The College of Nursing has a proud history of educating nurses for over 70 years, and we have a network of over 12,000 alumni from all over the country now who are in our Gamecock Nursing Nation. I feel very privileged to be the 17th of the College of Nursing, and even more so, I'm honored to be a nurse. Nursing is both an art and science, but most of all, a profession of caring for people with competencies to facilitate wellness, healthier living, or recovery from illness. And we are the professionals who are there to help bring new life into the world at birth and nurture and care for individuals during their death. Today in this room, our students embark on their journey as nurses. We're proud of what you've accomplished so far, and we look forward to the many great things you'll do in your future. You've decided to pursue nursing at a great place, and we're so glad you chose University of South Carolina College of Nursing. Not only are we one of the largest nursing programs in the country, now over 2,000 undergraduate and graduate nursing students each year, and approximately 175 full and part-time faculty, we're also one of the best nursing programs in the country, As validated by the U.S. News and World Report, the National Institutes of Health, our accrediting bodies, and patients, families, and communities we serve. We have high expectations in our college and for your class as well. You're a Carolina nurse and among the best of the best. We're proud of you, and we welcome you to the Gamecock Nursing Nation. I have the privilege now to introduce you to Derek Ferraro, who will bring greetings on behalf of the senior class. Derek is a senior nursing student from Woodridge, Illinois. He's interested in working in critical care in the Columbia area after graduation. This summer, Derek will be participating in the Prisma Health Nurse Externship Program. He also served in the Upper Division Student Q&A panel this February. For his honors thesis, Derek is working with Dr. Chappell and Hine to look at the experience and stress of college students. Welcome, Derek.
Good evening, and welcome to the Stethoscope ceremony. On behalf of the entire senior class, I would like to say congratulations on making it into Upper Division. My name is Derek Ferraro, and I will graduate from the nursing program in December of this year. I was in your position just 1 year ago, and a lot has changed for me since then. In Upper Division, I further developed my critical thinking skills. This comes with time, but be aware that your Upper Division courses will likely be different than any previous ones. It's much more about applying knowledge and being aware of a whole situation than just memorizing. I could go into further detail about specific advice, but today I want to discuss what's really helped me get through Upper Division so far, my classmates. You'll be with the approximately 120 people in your cohort for quite some time, so try and get to know them. I was pretty nervous my first day of classes because my one friend had fall start, whereas I had summer start, meaning I didn't really know anyone going into Upper Division. Therefore, I sat by myself on the first day of class. However, as the semester went on, I began interacting with and getting closer to some of my current friends as well as my clinical group. One thing about your clinical group is that you'll be with those 7 other students for 1 day a week in the summer and twice a week in the fall and spring with a different group each semester. And that greatly helps you to be open to forming new friendships. If you're naturally social, help break the tension for more reserved people. My clinical group was vital in supporting me during my failed attempts at getting an IV and congratulating me when I finally got one. Without them, I would have felt much more defeated and less open to trying again. So, support your peers and utilize their support when needed. Your instructors want to help you as well, so don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you feel like they may be stupid. Because I heard once, there's no stupid questions, only stupid mistakes, which has really stuck with me. In terms of clinical, the College of Nursing is big on teaching us how to improve our critical thinking and communication skills. Once you learn how to prioritize care and speak with patients effectively, skill development can follow. Efficiency will come with time, so focus on accuracy and quality care. As a student, you'll also have more time than a nurse to interact with your patients, so sit down and speak with them if time allows and if they're open to chatting. They can often be lonely if there's no visitors, and most seem to enjoy having students around. One even taught me about the different types of dialysis based on her own personal experiences, which really helped me with my renal exam. You will be caring for others, so remember to also care for yourself. Dedicate time to self-care and social activities like you do to schoolwork, because life is all about balance. Lastly, while some of you may have known you wanted to be a nurse your whole life, some, like me, changed your major after starting college. However you got here, though, you made it. One of the best parts of nursing is the variety of positions and opportunities for growth. I wish you all the best in becoming a future RN. If you made it this far, you certainly have what it takes to succeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek, for your great words of wisdom. Next is Dr. Ann Scott, who's an associate professor with degrees from Clemson. Yes, I said Clemson. We tease about that. University of Virginia, and most recently, her DNP from the University of South Carolina. She's passionate about teaching and working in simulation with undergraduate students. She has 19 years of teaching with the last 10 years at the College of Nursing, where she teaches adult med-surg 2, pathophysiology, and capstone clinical for BSN students. Let's welcome Dr. Ann Scott, please.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Ann Scott, and I'm happy to be here tonight to provide some insight and encouragement to you, future Gamecock nurses, as you start your clinical rotations. I teach med-surg, and I love simulation. And best practice includes pre-briefing the scenario and then doing a debriefing session. So I thought I'd use this time to encourage and support you through a simulation scenario for the next 2 years of your clinical rotations. We'll start with the pre-brief. So you have 3 objectives for the next 2 years. The first one is to show up. This means attending class and clinical and being engaged. When I was a student many years ago, I was timid and afraid of my clinical instructors. I considered a good day in clinical was to lay low, to not get noticed, and to fly under the radar from my clinical instructor. So when I reflect on my thoughts and actions, I better understand now that trying to remain invisible was a terrible strategy, as I was not engaged and I didn't learn a whole lot. So we have excellent clinical instructors here that love to teach, so don't do as I did. Instead, I ask you to do your part by showing up, giving your best effort, and engaging with your classes and your clinicals. The second objective is to be a team player. As a team member, you'll have a variety of roles. You may be a natural leader, one that likes to organize study sessions, or you might be the one that keeps your group informed of due dates, or you may just be an encourager. Whatever that role is, remember you're not alone and that you have support systems in place. Reach out and offer someone assistance when you can, and if needed, ask for help. When I reflect on my years in schools, I have fond memories of lifelong friends that I met along the way. You too will find your people in school as well, and hopefully you will make an outstanding team that will have your back as you strive for success during school. Number 3, do your best. This includes showing up, being a team player, and giving it your all. At the con, in simulation, we hold this basic assumption that you're intelligent, you're capable, and that you care about doing your best. The next 2 years will be challenging, and you will feel overwhelmed at times. But look around at the faces sitting near you. These are your peers, your friends, and your teammates. And these are people that you will come to rely on to help you get through some difficult times. As I reflect on my early years, I realized I didn't know what I didn't know. That's a strange statement, but you see, I was just too green to even realize that I didn't have the knowledge I needed to make those critical thinking decisions. And I say this because you too will find yourself at times lacking that knowledge you need to be successful, whether that's on a test, a clinical assignment, a care map. But instead of struggling, stop and ask for help. In simulation, we use the saying, "This place is a safe container," meaning you should feel free to ask questions, and it's okay to make mistakes. We like to think of mistakes that are not crimes to be punished, but rather opportunities to learn from. So ask questions, try your best, and learn from your missteps. So now for the scenario. This will be an unfolding case scenario, which will take place over the next 4 semesters. So here you are, you and your fellow classmates have just arrived to upper division, where you'll spend the next 2 years. Your first scenario/simulation will be this summer. You will learn about pharmacology, foundations of nursing, physical assessment, all while applying critical thinking skills. In the fall, you'll then learn about chronic disease processes in Med-Surg 1, and you'll learn how to care for newborns, pediatrics, and new mothers. Your senior year, you'll transition to acute care nursing and psychiatric nursing. And then your final semester will be that real-world experience during your capstone rotation. As you anticipate each semester, you'll learn so many things about your patients and yourself. These experiences will help shape the person who you are and who you will become. Your knowledge, skills, caring, and empathy will allow you to impact patients, families, and others to help them live their best life. Think of all the things that your hands will touch over the next 2 years. You will use your hands to comfort and care for sick and healthy babies, for the young and the old, and every age in between. You will be with patients and families during their happiest moments and their most vulnerable times. You'll experience joy and sadness, so take each opportunity to show compassion, to be present, and to engage. The last part of simulation is the debriefing, but since you haven't completed the scenario yet, we can't actually debrief the actual encounter. But I did want to mention one thing. When we debrief a scenario as faculty facilitating, we can see and hear what you did in class and clinical, but we don't always know what you were thinking or what was driving your actions. So as you navigate the next 4 semesters, reflect and ask yourself, why and what was I thinking? Your reflection takeaway can be what you learned from the previous semester, good or bad, and how you can use this going forward. This may be something positive that helped you succeed or something negative that hindered your progress. Either way, learn from your actions and apply solutions to get better results. As a student these next 2 years, you will experience things you've never experienced before. These encounters will place you on an emotional roller coaster. Just know it's okay to cry, it's okay to laugh, or to just be present in the moment. Your faculty and preceptors and instructors all have walked this walk before, and we felt all these emotions. So reach out if you need someone to listen to or to help you process and debrief that experience. Thank you for your time and for your commitment to becoming a future Gamecock nurse. Just remember to show up, be a team player, and do your best. And happy Nurses Week to all the nurses out there.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. Our next person and last person to bring greetings is Melissa Taylor, who's our Vice President for Nursing and the Chief Nursing Officer at Lexington Medical Center. We have a fabulous, fabulous relationship with Lexington Medical Center. First, they are sponsors of this event and sponsors of your stethoscopes. But secondly, they're building us a brand new building on their site that will be finished in July of 2024, which is 1 year from now. And it just dawned on me that you will be the first group who will be there next fall. You will be the senior group, and you'll be the first group to graduate at our new facility. So you are pioneers in so many ways. We look forward to being over there in this new building, new simulation center, and new classrooms. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Melissa Taylor.
Good evening, and thank you again for allowing Lexington Medical Center to participate in this ceremony. On behalf of all of our administration and our nurses, congratulations on making it to the upper division. This is not easy to accomplish. I'm sure y'all have realized that, but you did it, so congratulations. I would also like to applaud the University of South Carolina College of Nursing for all that they are doing to help us combat the nursing shortage. As you may or may not know, the state of South Carolina is predicted to have the 4th highest nursing shortage by the year 2030. So for those of us that work in a healthcare organization, this is very concerning to us. However, the data shows that there are plenty of people like yourselves who want to become a nurse. However, one issue is having access to quality programs like this one. This university has been very proactive in implementing strategies to help us with the shortage, one of which is what Dean Andrews just mentioned, is the partnership with Lexington Medical Center. We really appreciate the type of vision that this organization brings, and this will actually allow us to continue to provide quality care for our patients. I would also like to say thank you to the students for choosing nursing as your career. You have already seen that this is a very challenging curriculum, and we all know that you had choices. Personally, I'm very excited that you have chosen nursing as your career. I've been a nurse now for 33 years, and I am proud to say that I have never once regretted my decision to become a nurse. While it has not always been easy, and there are certainly many challenging times, such as making it through school, passing those boards, learning to work shifts, coping with the first patient that you may lose, and most recently, the COVID pandemic. I am still very thankful and honored to be a nurse and to work with such caring, intelligent, and dedicated individuals. Many people say that nursing is a calling, and when I first went into nursing, I'm not sure I truly understood what that meant. However, the more experience that I got, the more I realized that nursing is the only profession that allows you to play such an integral role in others' lives at a point when they are the most vulnerable. Now I have a much better understanding of that calling, and I consider it a privilege to be able to help people through the good times and also those difficult times. My assumption is there are probably several reasons why you went into nursing. Maybe it's the fact that you can find a job when you graduate. Maybe it's the flexibility that nursing can offer. Maybe it's a personal experience that led you, or maybe it really is just a calling and that in your heart that this is what you want to do. Whatever that reason is, my hope is you'll find joy in what you do, that you will be challenged every day, and that you'll never take for granted the impact you will have on others. My advice to you over these next 2 years is to rely on each other, your peers that are in the upper division because they have already experienced what you're going to be going through, the outstanding faculty that is at this university, and the nurses you're going to meet in clinicals. We all are here to support you. We want you to do well. We need you to do well. So again, rely on those resources. And finally, to the parents that are here with us tonight, rest assured, your child will have a job when they graduate. And there's not everybody can say that when they're graduating from college. So again, congratulations on this very special night, and I'm glad to be able to be here with you.
So next, the moment you've been waiting for, we'll have Ms. Cheryl Nelson, our Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, call names, and we will distribute your stethoscopes.
At this time, Ms. Taylor will present the stethoscopes to the Rising Columbia students. Dr. Victoria Davis, the BSN Program Director, will assist Ms. Taylor. Dean Andrews will also congratulate these students. Will the class of 2024 please rise and come forward? Mary Caroline Adams. Emerson Atkins. Amelia Allen. Grace Andrews. Avery Apple. Isabella Arguello. Ansley Baker. Lindsay Bartlett. Colleen Blue. Anna Bohr. Jessica Bolt. Sarah Bragg. Gabrielle Brown. Charlotte Burtz. Kaylee Carr. Casey Calder. Jenny Serio. Ella Collins. Lauren Dartley. Hassana Davis. Rachel DeLeo. Isabel Derrick. Sydney Devlin. Lane Donathan. Ethan Dutton. Kirsten Ebert. Jaden Ellis. Ana Sofia Estepa Garzon. Grace Lee Fosnello. Jonathan Field. Margaret Felicetta. Mallory Ford. Chloe Franklin. Corinne French. Hannah Funston. Isabel Gibbs. Maggie Gray. Heather Griffin. Nathan Hall. Zoe Hall. Ainsley Hass. Morgan Hickey. Elise Hill. Thomas Hodges. Abigail Hunter. Sophie Jolly. Asia Kit Butler. Gianna Lisses. Katrina Lepka. Kaylee Loudon. Bryson Lowe. Ashley Lohman. Kevin Lynch. Nicole Metrowski. Claire Maloney. Caroline Marshall. Alyssa Massey. Jacob McAllister. Eli Macbeth. Kaylin Miller. Cagney Minnick. Derek Myers. Kenzie Myhill. Rachel Northup. Joey Orman. Cameron Oseen. Mary Catherine Pilla. Sydney Pillion. Erica Placencia. Talia Porzio. Danielle Presbilski. Logan Perdome. Harakamar Radami. Julia Rekovich. Kevin Reese. Avery Reisinger. Caitlin Rivera. Megan Rollison. Sierra Rose. Anna Saturday. Jordan Savaris. Camille Schnobrick. Lauren Schott. Caitlin Schultz. Alexandra Swartz. Linda Sell. Kaylee Sikorsky. Hannah Silton. Brianna Simpson. Ella Grace Smith. Rebecca Sperry. Caitlin Stefanak. Quinn Stoppert. Alexis Sutton. Aaron Sweat. Allison Swinton. Jenna Sislow. Chase Teal. Ella Mae Temples. Mia Tomasoni. Kennedy Vaca. Jacqueline Forhauer. Charles Wysick. A. Marie Washington. Ryan Weaver. Gianna Williamson. Morgan Wilson. Savannah Wingard. Ariel Woods. Sydney Woodswick. Alexandria Simmer. Please join me in congratulating these students.
Let's give these students a big round of applause. They're standing for you. The class of 2024, we're so proud of you. Next, I have Dr. Victoria Davis, who's going to lead you in the Nightingale Pledge.
Okay, I'm going to have all the nursing students please rise. And you guys can find the Nightingale Pledge, I believe, in your program on the back, in the back area, okay? So at this time, we're going to recite the Florence Nightingale Pledge together. So after the word I, you guys are going to say your name, okay? And then we'll say the pledge together. All right. I, Victoria Davis, solemnly pledge myself before my Creator and in the presence of this assembly to live my life responsibly and to practice my profession faithfully. I will avoid hurtful or malicious behaviors and will not knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of my profession and will hold in my confidence all personal and family matters coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. I will collaborate with fellow healthcare professionals to provide the highest standards of care, information, and education, and will devote myself to the welfare of those entrusted to my care. Welcome to the College of Nursing Upper Division, and welcome to the nursing profession. You may be seated.
As we near the conclusion of the ceremony, I just want to say what a privilege it is to see the next generation of nursing students and our future of nursing here before us. We're so glad to have your family and friends join us for the occasion. After the event, we do have some refreshments in the lobby. I do want to thank the Office of Academic Affairs staff, our IT staff, and others who've helped pull this ceremony together. We do appreciate your work behind the scenes. We're going to next sing the Alma Mater. We're going to sing one verse. After the Alma Mater, the platform will exit along with the faculty and then the students. We're going to take a group photo on the front steps, so just follow the lead. And after the photo, we'll come back in and join our families in the reception. So let's sing our Alma Mater, and then we will take a photo and we will convene with our friends. Thank you.